So I'm Jeremy. This was my third trip to Guatemala and to Colombia a couple times, and with Paul Rapley. But as we were getting ready to share and, share with you all what happened to Guatemala, it's so hard to narrow it down because there's so many amazing things God did. But the more I prayed about it and just listened to what he had, I kept coming back to two really testimonies that really gave me two takeaways. Is that God always sees the one, and he always wants to meet people right where they're at. And so, really, how that started was, and the two testimonies, the 2 times of ministry that really kind of revealed I guess the Lord kept bringing me back to these two times ministry, is Pastor Claudia from Hood River and Sarah, Pastor Irwin's daughter. We were up in the mountains above Matitlan, and it was literally the jungle. And it was kind of what I saw when the Lord led me into missions. And this church is just tin, and it's hot, but the presence of God is thick. And there's not very many people, but everybody's ready to go out to their community. And so when we went out, we went past coffee plants, which is a taste of heaven, by the way. And there were avocado groves. There was fruit trees everywhere. And I'm like, man, this is amazing. And we ended up on this little hill at this house. And those people were so open to the love of Jesus. And I looked out, and their view was amazing. And the Lord spoke to me, and he said, they have everything when so many people have nothing. And I was like, whoa. And it's because their hearts are right. And I thought, that's here we think we have so much, but are our hearts right? And so it was just powerful. And the second one was really, it was our last evening of ministry. And we'd gone out, and there's a theme going on, right? All this stuff's what happens when you go out. But we were going to this house that one of the women from the church wanted us to. She has a tenant, so we were going to her house. And she'd been inviting this woman and her little kids to go to church. And when we got there, we were, they were talking, and I could tell they were trying to invite her to church again. And I'm like, no, this isn't about going to church. And I said, you need to ask her if she wants to have a Bible study in her home. And so when they spun it around and said that, she's like, her eyes lit up, and she was like, yes. And so that's where just meeting people right where they're at is what God calls us to do. And so the other thing, when I was sitting there in between services, and the numbers popped up on the screen, and I was like, wow, it's pretty amazing. All the healings, all the salvations. But again, it all starts with one. All the yeses to go. All the yeses from us to go here. But that's where it starts. Sorry. So anyhow, it was an amazing trip. And it was an honor to serve with all of you and the people of Guatemala. Bless you all.